نہیں، میرا خیال یہ میرا ہنسنے کا دل کرتا ہے، کیونکہ اس موقع پہ اور اس ٹائم فریم میں جس وقت انڈیا اور پاکستان کے پرائم منسٹر کی ملاقات ہو چکی ہے، دونوں نے ریزولو شو کیا ہے کہ دونوں ملکوں کے درمیان امن کو فروغ دیا جائے گا، اور آج کل سیکٹری لیول ٹاکس ہو رہی ہیں تاکہ پاکستان اور انڈیا کے درمیان تجارت کو جو ہے وہ لے کے آگے چلا جائے، تو اس موقع پہ یہ الزام لگانا آئی ایس آئی کے اوپر میرا خیال یہ بہت بڑی زیادتی ہے، اور یہ ان تمام حقائق کی نفی کرتی ہے، وہ حقائق جو اس وقت جن کو ہم گراؤنڈ ریالٹیز کہتے ہیں، جو گراؤنڈ پہ ایگزسٹ کر رہے ہیں۔ اور آپ دیکھیے، ماضی میں جا کے دیکھیے، آپ خود ہی اپنے آپ کو پھلوریے تو آپ کو یہ اندازہ ہو جائے گا، جس وقت بھی پاکستان اور انڈیا کے درمیان امن کے مذاکرات ہوتے ہیں اور سیکٹری لیول یا ہائی لیول ڈیلیگیشن جاتے ہیں، تو کوئی نہ کوئی ایسی چیز درمیان میں پھینک دی جاتی ہے ایکسٹریمسٹ ایلیمنٹس کی طرف سے۔ وہ ایکسٹریمسٹ ایلیمنٹس آپ کی طرف بھی ہیں، ہماری طرف بھی ہیں، جس کے ذریعے سے یہ جو امن کا پروسیس ہے یہ متاثر ہو جاتا ہے۔ کیونکہ اس سے پہلے ایک جو میٹنگز ہونی تھی، بامبے بلاسٹ ہو گیا تھا، اس میں وہ کینسل ہو گئیں، اس طرح کر کے ایک دفعہ پارلیمنٹ پہ اٹیک ہو گیا، وہ کینسل ہو گئیں۔ تو اب جب کہ یہ فضا ایک ایسی بن گئی ہے جس میں ہم کچھ اپنے دونوں ملکوں کے غریب عوام کے لیے، کامن آدمی کے لیے، امن پسند شہریوں کے لیے کچھ کر سکتے ہیں، ان کو امن کی ایک امید دے کے، ایک اچھے حالات دے کے، تو پھر یہ چیز آ جاتی ہے کہ جی افغانستان وہ ٹریننگ کیمپس کشمیر میں بن رہے ہیں اور آئی ایس آئی ان کو ٹرین کر رہی ہے۔ آپ مجھے بتائیے کہ پاکستان کے حالات آپ سے پوشیدہ ہیں، کیا چیزیں یہاں پہ ہو رہی ہیں؟ پچھلے 8-10 سال سے ہماری سیکیورٹی فورسز جو ہیں وہ نارتھ اینڈ ساؤتھ وزیرستان میں انہی ٹیررسٹ کے خلاف، جو جن کو آپ تحریک طالبان پاکستان کہیں، جند اللہ کہیں، جیش محمد کے ممبر، ان کے خلاف لڑ رہی ہیں۔ ان کی ایک کولیشن وہاں پہ بنی ہوئی ہے جو پاکستانی سیکیورٹی فورسز کو کنٹیسٹ کر رہی ہے۔ اس کے ساتھ ساتھ 42 ملکوں کی فوجیں جو ہیں وہ لڑ رہی ہیں وہاں پر افغانستان میں، کولیشن فورسز۔ پاکستان ان کو بھی ان کی بیک سے سپورٹ کر رہا ہے تاکہ ان کے اوپر پیچھے سے جا کے کوئی حملہ نہ کر سکے اور وہ اپنے جاب پہ کانسنٹریٹ کریں۔ No, I don't think so. This is a correct perception, because the ground realities and the time situation which is existing at this moment of time does not support any such accusation. And you know the background to this, you can see that there have been prime minister level talks in India, and after that now there are secretary level talks which are going on and focusing on expansion of trade between India and Pakistan. And whenever in the past, I would say, any such initiative had been taken by India or Pakistan, there are some extremist elements both in India and Pakistan who try to level the accusation so that the process of the peace could be derailed, because they know that the process of peace is going to not benefit elites only, but it is going to benefit the common man, the masses of both the countries. So, and in addition to that, you saw what is Pakistan security forces and ISI doing? Pakistan security forces are fighting the terrorists in north and south Waziristan, and moreover supporting the coalition forces which are fighting in Afghanistan. And ISI is involved in identification of all those saboteurs and all those terrorists who are trying to contest the security forces. And there have been a number of high-level arrests in Pakistan which were aided by ISI, which were pointed out by ISI, which were undertaken by ISI. And you see, there have been attacks on ISI building in Pakistan, there have been attack on GHQ, there has been attack on FIA building. So what does it mean? What can we conclude with it? We can conclude that those terrorists who are fighting in Afghanistan, they are contesting the security forces and ISI. So both are trying to damage each other. How can ISI in this point of time can take an initiative that they bring the the terrorists from North Waziristan and South Waziristan and place them on Kashmir border? Kashmir border is an open border which can be identified any time. And you see, you go to Kashmir and see, has there been any operation in the past since ex-Prime President Musharraf met Mohan Singh and said that we will ensure you that we will not interfere anything in India. So, and this thing is only being done to derail the process of peace in Pakistan. Now you say Lashkar-e-Taiba. Where did Lashkar-e-Taiba come in between? In Bombay blast, Lashkar-e-Taiba was blamed. And what did the Indian court do? Other than Ajmal Kasab, the two people who were involved into it, Mr. Ansari and another man, they were let free by the Indian court. They said there is no accusation against them. Then connected with that, the Lashkar-e-Taiba was blazed in Makkah Masjid blast, Ajmer Sharif blast, Melangau blast, and blast on Samjhauta Express. What did happen? What did Swami Asiman do? He confessed in front of the Indian intelligence agencies that the Hindu extremists were involved in the activity, in all these terrorist activities, and they were trained and supported by the serving Lieutenant Colonel of Indian Army. They were trained by the people who were propagating Abhinav Bharat. So there is a need, instead of blaming Lashkar-e-Taiba, there is a need to control hardened elements in India who are trying to derail the peace process between India and Pakistan. Now, if you say about the training, that how does the training go? The training presently is problem for Pakistan, because these miscreants, they are contesting Pakistan security forces, and for the training they are using the automatic weapons also, they are using they are using rocket launcher also, they are using all sorts of weapons. From where they get the training? They did get the training for the elements and the training school which have been established by RAW and Mossad in Afghanistan. There are consulates which are harboring terrorism in Pakistan through the active connivance of tribal ministry of Afghanistan. You see, they train those people, they pump those people, they finance those people, they provide weapon and arm to those people, and those weapons and arm were detected in Swat. There were explosives which was marked with the insignia of the factories in India. So that is the training which going on. Yeah, and another specialist training connected with this is the training in suicide bombing and training in IEDs, which is improvised explosive devices. Now you see, improvised explosive devices are being very rampantly used in North and South Waziristan. So it means those IED training is being provided by somebody. Who is this agency which is providing training? Yes, suicide training, which is taken in where the suicide bombers are come to Pakistan urban area. That training is being provided by Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, and Qari Hussain Ahmad is being blamed for running a training school for suicide bombers only. IED training also is being provided by the elements of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, but the explosive which is being used, the finances which are coming, those I am sorry to say they are not product of Pakistan ISI, they are product of a collision of CIA, RAW and Mossad existing, and there has been a school in Badakhshan, there have been a school in Sarobi, there have been a school in Herat, which have been detected, which are being financed by the Indian intelligence agencies, and for the proof for that was presented to the Americans also, and the Americans also took up a case with the Indian government, and that is available in the print media, that is available on the net also, that how did they told your government that don't interfere and reduce the number of the consulates in Afghanistan.
मैं आपको ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि पाकिस्तान के क्या तासरात हैं, क्या तल्लुकात हैं. मैं बॉम्बे में एक सेमिनार में था जहाँ पर फ़ारूक अब्दुल्ला साहब भी थे. उन्होंने कहा कि हम एक कश्मीरी बदकिस्मत कौम हैं, जब भी कोई फ़ैसला होने के करीब आता है तो उस वक़्त कोई ना कोई लीडर जो है वो तब्दील हो जाता है या कोई नया लीडर आ जाता है, फिर उसमें वक्त लगता है. तो कोशिश ये करनी चाहिए दोनों मुल्कों को कि फ़ैसला कौन डायलॉग होना चाहिए, और कुछ भी हो जाए डायलॉग को आगे चलना चाहिए. अगर डायलॉग को आगे चलाएंगे तो मेरा ख़्याल है कि कश्मीर का मसला काफ़ी हद तक हल हो जाएगा, क्योंकि जो इशू है वो तो कश्मीर है बेसिकली, बाकी तो साइड इश्यूज़ हैं, वो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता आप चलते जाएं, कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड होता जाएगा. अगर आप लश्कर-ए-तैयबा की तरफ आप देखें तो लश्कर-ए-तैयबा एक पीसफुल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. वो अभी आप देखें कि वो टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो बैन हुई हैं उनमें उनका नाम नहीं है. यहाँ पर टेररिज्म है, उसको भी कंट्रोल नहीं हो सका, और इकानमी जो है वो बेहतर से वर्स्ट होती जा रही है. उसकी जो बेसिक वजह है कि जो गवर्नमेंट इंस्टॉल हुई है उसको टाइम लगेगा. ट्रांजिशन हो रही है मिलिट्री रूल से सिविल रूल तक. यू नो, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू दैट इन दिस केस देयर आर नो ट्रेनिंग कैंप्स along the border with Pakistan Kashmir and Indian Kashmir. The question now arises is that who is providing them and funding them. It you don't have to put a responsibility on us. You got to see whole of India. There is a lot of insurgencies which are going around in India, and those insurgencies, there is a hotbed of stuff which one has to look at it. That is it Pakistan or is it they? Now, till today, there is a dialogue taking place between the commerce secretaries of both the countries. We want to open up trade. We want the government should realize that the only way to do things is peace. Lashkar-e-Taiba is a peaceful organization which I know of. I haven't seen them operating or doing any activity in Pakistan soil. I've also want to tell you that these terrorist elements have cropped up in our northern areas, that is the Talibans, who are moving around. And today you must have read the papers where there has been attacks on the Pakistan Navy vehicles in Karachi. So you can't turn around and say that Pakistan is involved. Pakistan is definitely not involved, and we want peace. You can look at our borders, that when you look at them, there is so much of activity there, and we've already prepared grounds and prepared tracks for export of things to India from Pakistan.
पाकिस्तान में जमहूरी हुकूमत को आए हुए 3 साल गुजर गए, लेकिन बदकिस्मती से दहशतगर्दी जैसे संगीन मसले पर अभी तक पूरी तरह से काबू नहीं पाया जा सका। नादिया बुखारी, आज तक न्यूज़, लाहौर।